Welcome to calendar. We are on Monday. You should have a meeting worksheet in your folder for Monday. Please make sure you have that out. You can also make sure that your name is at the top of it. We are on lesson 38 today. I just wrote MON for Monday. That's the abbreviation for Monday. And so I went ahead and put that on there as well. You can go ahead and do that if you'd like. Today is November 2nd, 2020. It's Monday, November 2nd, 2020. We are in a new month. So we are going to be looking at how to spell November throughout the course of the next week or so you get really good at it. November, November, November 2nd, 2020. It'd be really great practice if you started writing that on the side of your counting. All right, we are actually going to get right to our counting today. And today we're going to be starting at the number 127. So we're going to start at 127. Make sure that you have your pencil. And let's get counting. 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132. Hopefully you're saying these out loud. That's the only way you get better. 133, 134, 135, 136. Okay, so this row started with 127 and it ended with 136. So down in our next row, we're going to have to start with the number that comes after 136. After 136 comes 137, 138, 139, 140. And I would like you right now to go ahead and finish filling out those last 6 squares. What comes after 140? All right, friends, let's take a look. If you didn't quite finish, that's okay. After 140 comes 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146. And then I would actually like you to go ahead on your own when we're done with this video for calendar. I would like you to finish filling out this last row. Okay, I want you to do this last row here. I want you to practice what that's going to look like. Okay, so when we're done, make sure that before you put this away in your folder, that you complete this last row. Let's go ahead and take a look at our clock. I'm going to move my hour hand a little bit because I notice that my minute hand is on the 6, and that means it's half past the hour. Remember, if it goes from here to here, that's half past. So half past what? Look at where my hour hand is. It's in between the 3 and the 4. So what hour is it? Is it the 3 o'clock hour or is it the 4 o'clock hour? Has this arrow made it to 4 o'clock yet? No, it hasn't. So we know that it still has to be the 3 o'clock hour. It's always going to go to the time that is less. Okay, so half past 3. How do I write half past 3? Half past 3 is the same thing as 3:30. Right. So on your time up here, I would like you to write 3:30. That's the same thing as half past 3. Okay? Let's also go ahead and take a look at a little bit of money. Today for the money, I'm just going to draw it up here for you to see it. The D's are dimes and the P's are pennies. A dime is worth 10 cents, right? How much is a penny worth? 1 set. So remember, I can draw my line through there to remind my brain to stop counting by tens before I count by ones. So let's go ahead and count. 10, 20, stop, count by ones, 21, 22, 23, 24. So can I just leave it saying 24? No, because I don't know if it's talking about $24 or 24 cents or 24 dogs or 24 clocks or 24 phones. I don't know. So I have to make sure that I have my C with my line through. That's my cent sign. I need to make sure that says 24 cents. 24 cents. All right, first grade, I'm going to ask you to do something really radical, really crazy. Flip your paper over to the back side. Okay, you can see up here I wrote Friday on the back side because that'll be the last day of the week for calendar. What I want to do is I want you to be really hands-on with our pattern today. So, in this second box on the back side, this is going to be Monday's pattern. So, I need you to write in circle, triangle, triangle, square. Circle, triangle, triangle, square. And what we need to do is I'm going to make one more box here so that we're forced to keep thinking about that. We're going to finish the pattern. Okay, well, what kind of pattern do we have? Circle is A, triangle, B, another triangle, B, square, C. A, B, B, C. So what comes next after the square? After the C has to come A. What's A? Circle. After the circle comes triangle, that's B. Triangle, that's B. And what would come last, even if we made another box here in the end, even if it's a little one? After the two B's is going to come a C. And what's a C? A square. Okay? Very good. And then the other thing I'd like you to do, I know, really crazy. I want you to write 2, 8, and 10. We want to make some addition and subtraction problems with 2, 8, and 10. So we're going to have adding here, and subtracting, and subtracting. So 2, 8, and 10. How can I make my adding problem with 2, 8, and 10? Those are the only numbers I can use. 2 plus 8 equals 10. And what's the other way I can say that? 8 plus 2 is 10. Now what about subtracting? I have to start with my largest number. 10 minus 2 equals 8. Very good. And 10 minus 8 equals 2. Nice work. And then I want you to look at this area right here. We're going to use this spot to draw out our problem of the day stuff for today. So right here, problem of the day. Problem of the day. P-O-D, problem of the day. Scott counted 12 black socks in his drawer. How many pairs of black socks can he make? Well, remember, our socks don't have to look anything fancy. You need to go ahead and draw 12 socks. And we were lucky enough we could use each square that we had left over for our 12 socks. Now, how many is a pair? A pair is 2. Remember, each pair is 2. So we have to circle the pairs so that we can see how many there are. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to circle this one, 1, 2, that's a pair. Circle this one, 1, 2, that's a pair. 1, 2, that's a pair. 1, 2, that's a pair. 1, 2, 1, 2. Notice I did it differently, that's okay. Now we want to know how many total pairs Scott had? Well, we have to count our circles. Our circles tells us the pairs. A pair is equal to 2 of something. So how many circles do we have? How many pairs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Scott had 6 pairs of socks. 6 pairs of socks. All right, first grade. When you are at home bored later on today, I would love it if you would practice your odd counting, practice your evens for counting, practice counting by tens, and practice counting by fives. Remember, that's our tallies. So if I have the number 17 and I want to tally, 1, 2, 3, 4, tally up to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, tally up to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, tally up to 15, 16, 17. Remember that each one of these is a group of 5. 5, 10, 15, and then you have to count by ones, 16, 17. So go ahead and practice counting your 5s, practice your 10s, practice your odd numbers, and your even numbers. Okay, remember that before you put this away, go ahead back to the front and fill in this last row of counting by ones. You're starting at the number 147. When you are done with that, make sure that it goes into your red folder so that you are ready for calendar tomorrow.